Hey guys, Fat Man's back. Go figure. Okay, this is a holster I've been working on. The dye is not real good on it, but I've got everything stitched and I'm ready to start forming it. So I have a bowl of water and you don't have to get these super wet. Run some water through it. That's probably good enough. Just it doesn't take much. And this is pre-dyed, so it takes a little longer, but not much. Alright, dry my hand off. It's for this. And, alright, clear, no mag. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in this baggie. This is just a regular old gallon bag. And that's just to help protect the finish while it's in the wet holster. Now, this is a really tight fit to begin with. It should be a little easier. And the bag is going to do two things. It's going to help me have a little more room, and it's going to protect the firearm. So, pretty much got it in there where it's going to go. My trigger guard is right down here with my stitching, which is ideal. We want to try to make sure we're kind of centered. And we're just going to push against the bottom here to kind of roll this edge around the muzzle. Well, there really isn't a lot of forming to do on here, except around here. So we're just going to start out working it with our fingers. Because really, that's how any project starts. Try to get this over a little. If I put it up against my chest here, I can get a little more forming done. When you push it against a hard trigger guard, it helps to form it because it has to get against that hard edge. And I'm squeezing on both sides here. Now, realistically, this is going to roll almost all the way around, as I checked it out earlier. So most of that's going to go all the way around. So most of the forming in the back is going to be kind of different anyway. So I'm just kind of rubbing along those hard edges with that steel. And it just kind of helps to form it a little bit. And for that trigger guard area, this is just my stitch marking wheel. What we're doing is making it indent there, and that indent is going to be part of what holds it. Go down there. Just like that there. Oh yeah. Back here a little bit. Come out a little. Like that. So, like I said, there really isn't a lot that gets formed on this Makarov because there really isn't a lot to it. Same with the 1911. When you really get down to it, still wet on the back. We'll hold it this way. You know, there just isn't. There's a little forming here, but I don't really get that fussy with it because really, if it's made well, I think it doesn't need to be formed to retain the firearm. Does that make sense? You shouldn't have to rely on forming it. It does look nice. That's why I do some of it. But, you know, my regular carry holster isn't that great either. So, I'm going to find a scrap here. This that I'm going to lay across the back. I'm going to take my ruler. Oh, we got to start on this side. This side has I cut my belt loop too close to the gun, so it's not forming exactly how I'd like it. I think we'll be alright with it, but it comes up something like that, so it just kind of folds the sides right over, which doesn't happen with the 1911 variant that I made. Right now, I'm just gonna, you know, my gun's protected inside the bag, so it won't rust. And I'm just gonna keep working around the sides here, just to try to, you know, format a little bit while it's wet. If it seems like it's getting too dry to work, you know, just a little more on it. It's okay. I was thinking of going ahead and using some heat on this holster. Oops, sorry about that, guys. To help form it, but I decided against that. But now that I'm starting to get this part done, I'm noticing some other places that aren't doing what they were doing. So, we're pretty much looking the way I want it to look right now. So, this slid back up where it belongs. Comes in there good. Oh yeah. So, I'm going to set this aside now. And just, really this one's an easy one to form. You know, and the leather is not the greatest, so it doesn't form that well to begin with, but you do what you can. This one didn't have to form a lot either. There's enough contour to the Makarov that it'll hold in there just fine. But the bag will give me a little extra space in there too once it's dry to make it easier to insert and draw. So we're just going to let her go for a little bit, dry a bit, and we'll get back with you later. Thanks for watching.